ground. Arias from deep third. Got him! And that's a perfect game. Mobbing Matt Cain on the pitcher's mound.
We're standing here on the pitcher's mound where Matt Cain just threw the perfect game. Now, this is the first time it's happened in San Francisco Giants history. Tens of thousands of fans tweeted and shared this out on Facebook. The San Francisco Giants fully embraced what it means to be connected. As well as being a perfect game, another record was broken. More than 70 gigabytes of data was uploaded through the Giants' Wi-Fi network, the largest volume of data uploaded through Wi-Fi at a sporting event in history. We talked to the players, the manager, and even the president about how they use technology at the ballpark to improve their game and how fans use it to share their experience. Well, I got here early. I have my peanuts, my Cracker Jacks, my iPhone, and my iPad. Now all I have to do is connect to the Wi-Fi, and I'm good to go. Have you ever wondered how the technology works, who the IT guy is, how other fans use the Wi-Fi? Should it even be here in the first place? It's clearly distracting from the game. That's what we're here to answer at AT&T Park with the San Francisco Giants. In 2004, AT&T Park became the first connected stadium in Major League Baseball. With the proliferation of smartphones and iPads, the rules of the game have changed, and so has the demand. Now, 25% of the fans hook up to the network at any one time. Our first stop was to talk to Bill Schlau, the San Francisco Giants' Chief Information Officer.
We encourage fans to bring their devices to the game. I don't know that we encourage it, but we definitely condone it and we enable it. And we encourage fans to come to the game. And if that means bringing their device or if that means leaving the device at home, that's up to the fans. But more and more fans choose to bring those devices to the game, and we want to make sure we enable that experience for them. And we feel that it's a bring your own experience. So we've got innovation for the fans, we've got innovation on the business side, primarily in tickets, and we do a lot of innovative stuff on the player side as well in terms of tracking player movements with cameras mounted throughout this ballpark and at some of our practice facilities. We don't talk a whole lot about it because it's a competitive advantage thing, but I'm most proud of just kind of the collection of all that and the fact that this organization is so committed to innovation, as you might expect from a team here so close to Silicon Valley.
I went down to the field to find out how the players are using their smartphones and tablets to improve their game.
Oh, definitely. We, the technology inside the clubhouse is amazing. It helps you to prepare for a ball game. You can see how the pitcher that night is going to pitch, how you're done against that guy, and you can see everything in video. And I think, in terms of technology, it helps.
Now, what we do have, each of us, we have iPads, we have computers, and so we get all the advanced reports on them, all the video on these guys, all the stats, anything I need. Baseball operations, they do an unbelievable job on supplying me all the information I need.
We can interact with the fans a lot more than before. I think before it was probably just see you at the game and sign an autograph or something like that, and now we can answer questions or talk to people through Twitter or Facebook, whatever it is.
Yeah, I have an iPhone, and I use Twitter. Is probably my best form of communication to fans. I try to do that, and then I use it for the emails, and I check all that kind of stuff on it. But the Twitter thing is more my thing. Facebook is not. It's not what I do.
And I've seen it many times. Got people being hit by bats and baseballs in the head, and you just want to, if you want to work your phone, work it between innings. But when the game is in play, you want to be able to heads up.
A player said people are looking at their phones and get hit in the head with a ball. To my knowledge, that hasn't happened at this ballpark. But fans are looking at their phones. I mean, it's just a fact of life. People walk down the street and run into each other. People drive cars and they run into each other because they're looking at their phones. So here at the ballpark, fans are looking at their phones during the game, but we'd like to think they're also engaged in the game as well. And I think they are. And a lot of times they're using their phones to get even more engaged in the game and share that experience with others. So realistically, I would bet that there, on average, is one device per person in this park. Because some people do leave them at home, but the majority are either bringing one and some are bringing two, an iPad and an iPhone.
Bill tells us that they have about 13,000 fans on the Wi-Fi, another 10,000 on AT&T's 3G and 4G networks, plus Sprint and Verizon, which they don't track. No wonder Bill is probably the only IT guy with a World Series ring.
I gotta keep my hand like this or otherwise the thing will just fall right off.
One of my favorite things to do at the game is to share my experiences on Facebook. And I have a feeling I'm not alone. I know I was uploading photos of player interviews because I wanted to brag that I was out on the field. But how are other fans using their phones during the game?
Always on Facebook, always keeping up on posting pictures of the game, things like that.
I use a couple different apps, kind of like, especially when they talk about a player that I don't know about, or especially visiting teams like the Astros. I really don't know a whole lot about them, and so I have a couple baseball apps that work really well.
Well, sometimes I just like multitasking and doing other things when I'm watching the game, so then it allows me to check my email. Check stats for some of the other teams.
I think it's for the average fan who doesn't really come here to watch baseball, it's great. And then the people like us that watch baseball, it's before the game, it's fine, and after the game maybe a little bit, but not during the game. It is distracting.
So I feel like it only benefits like the experience, because I feel the more I know about the other team and even the San Francisco Giants, like the more I can enjoy the game.
So we want it to really add value to the fan experience, and as long as it does and it's not forced upon people, that's the difference. If you were to put video screens in the back of seats, I think that crosses the line, because it forces the technology on fans. Fans want to come to this ballpark and get away from that. They sit at their desk all day, every day, in front of a desktop or laptop, in front of a screen. They don't want a screen when they come here. They want to see the field.
Bill is right, there is a line. But it's clear fans want to be connected. We toured the IT data center to find out how the Wi-Fi network doesn't buckle under the pressure of 42,000 devices. There are 334 Wi-Fi access points, and it's those points that create one of the largest Wi-Fi networks in professional sports. The Wi-Fi is used by the media to broadcast footage of the game and by fans who want to post photos and videos on Facebook and Twitter.
And this is hit out into the alleyway. A long run for Blanco, and Blanco's gonna dive, and he makes the catch!
10-0, no hitter.
Bill's gonna be so happy.
It's Tito Fuentes. Can't say no hitter.
There are a lot of zeros out there.
A lot of zeros.
Okay. We cancel this. Redo it.
Well, thankfully I didn't jinx the game. Bill took us down to home plate to watch the final play.
Well, I have to tell all the internet about it, and my phone is dead, and I'm so sad. So I can't wait to plug it in and get it charged so I can tell the Twitterverse all about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've been sharing it all night.
With all the screaming fans running around, you'll never guess who we ran into. No, not Matt Cain, even better.
So technology is a huge part of what we do, and getting the images out of the ballpark is a huge part of what the fan experience has turned into becoming. And we're really proud of the fact that the technology department here at our ballpark, led by Bill Schlau, and in partnership with AT&T, is able to create amazing experiences for fans through technology.
Bill, you came in here 3 hours ago and told us that we could not do the interview. We had to go watch the game.
You know, every night is an exciting night at the ballpark, but tonight was a very historic night at the ballpark. And for the first time in 129, maybe 130 years, we had a perfect game pitched by the San Francisco Giants tonight. So with 3 outs to go in the ninth inning, I decided it'd probably be best not for us to be sitting here in the office and instead to be out there experiencing this.
And so a lot of the fans, after it was clear that it was a perfect game, they wanted to share their stuff, share with their friends and tweet about it. How does that make you feel? Because this is what you're here for.
Yeah, it is pretty cool because, you know, all of us in the front office, there's 160 of us full-time and then hundreds more that are part-time, you know, we're supporting those 9 players that take the field in the 25-man roster. We didn't pitch a perfect game tonight. We had very little to do with that. We didn't make a game-saving catch in the outfield. But my group on the technology side, what we did was we did enable the fans who were here to be able to share this moment with the people who they're closest to. And that wouldn't have been possible without technology. So that's a pretty cool feeling. It's one of the things I love the most about my job is being able to share experiences like tonight with you guys, with others, with friends, with fans. And so it's really cool for me to feel and to understand what that meant to them. So that's why I showcase my thank you notes in here, because it means a lot to me to share that. That's what it's all about. I've been here 14 years, and it never gets old because I see it through new eyes every day.
Yeah, like today definitely transformed my view of baseball.
You and 41,000 other fans at the park today, and that's so cool to be able to share a moment like this with the people who are with you there in the park, and with all the people who are texting you and you're tweeting to, and that are gonna see your posts on Facebook. And that's what's so cool about social media and technology today, that we can share that moment with people who weren't here with us.
I'm Boonsy Dickinson for Byte.
That's a wrap. Just another day on the job for all of us.